that cute? Roger's making a snow angel. A face-down snow angel. In a pile of angel vomit.
He's passed out, Mom. He's been binge drinking since Thanksgiving.
And now, back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Thanks for tuning in to the Big Dumb Fun Show. If you're a band and you've got music, attach a radio-friendly MP3 and send it to us at info@bigdumbfunshow.com. We're looking for that local music, like the song we just played from Beautiful Bodies and Ghost in the Machine.
We're in studio with Lonita Cook and Bryce Young. Bryce is the guy behind Withered World, it's a web series. And it's made with several different directors. Can you give us a little bit of an insight on what the hell is this exactly?
It's a web series set on the last day on Earth. Funded it through Kickstarter, and like you just mentioned, I got managed to get different filmmakers in the Kansas City area to buy into that concept, and the web series is told through an anthology with all the episodes of the filmmakers that Patrick Ray, Kendall Sin, Justin Gardner.
Is it all in the can?
Anthony Lanish. It is.
These are all some heavy hitters here locally in Kansas City as far as like really good, talented, independent filmmakers.
Absolutely. And good thing going into it is I had a wide range of already established relationships with each of them. So I had to sell pretty hard on a few of them, but I think all in all, it is every episode is up online now, so we are finished with season 1.
And everyone can watch it right now?
Yes.
If you wanted to go. Now, you can go to witheredworld.tv. You can also friend up, like the page over at facebook.com/witheredworld as well. And, of course, we'll link up to that on our Big Dumb Fun Show Facebook account as well. What directors are involved in this again?
We got Patrick Ray, Justin Gardner, Anthony Lanish, Kendall Sin, Katie Mooney, Tucker Keatley,
You might
John
know,
Davis.
I know of Anthony Laddish. He
Turner
did
Bayeto.
some shooting on this film here.
Yes, he did.
Gangland Wire. He also did a Cowtown Ballroom with Joe Hyan here in town.
Yes, he did. Cowtown Ballroom is fantastic.
Patrick Ray,
it's just amazing.
Of course, known for Nailbiter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Patrick Ray's Nailbiter. We talked with him on the Halloween show, and the guy, once you hit the red box, I mean, now he's just a billionaire, I think he said, right? Billions and billions of dollars selling those $1 DVDs. You'd be surprised how much it adds up, I guess. But
for Redbox.
So this is this is all one day.
Yes.
And it's kind of like what would you do if this was your last day or the world's last day? What impending disaster is happening to where this is the last day of Earth?
Well, with season 1, I found that it wasn't necessary to dive into that because
we never really revealed that.
Exactly. We didn't, and I did that on purpose because.
So just everybody in the story is just like, oh, running around like, oh, crap, it's the last day.
Through various episodes, we see that, it's clearly established it's the last day. So we're past the looting. We're past all of that hype to it. And people are just sort of settled in whatever they're doing on the last day.
But they don't know exactly, or the audience doesn't know exactly what's going on. It could be alien attack. It could be the sun exploding.
But that's the reason why I didn't get into that, because if you get into an alien attack, then you automatically compare it to something else.
Okay,
so I left it.
Enough.
I left it unresolved for that very reason.
And then also because it allows for Withered World to really be about the characters and the relationships and who they are on the last days of their lives.
So you kind of ignore the fact that all you need to know, basically, this is your last day.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, what's happening, why it's the last day, whether it's a North Korea event or an alien attack or the core of the Earth is going to explode. That doesn't matter.
Right.
All that you need to know at the end of the day is that it's your last day.
Right.
And somehow this ties into the school district. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so with Lonita, who's been with Withered World and helping out with the project from the beginning, Lonita came up with a community outreach idea and we're starting an internship with the Kansas City School District, and it's through my company, Young at Heart Productions, but we're starting an internship to give to high school students real on-the-job sort of training. And
in the world of film.
In the world of film. And
Listen, kid, we need you to write a script.
We need you to hold the boom.
All right, somebody's got to go craft services here.
So go
We
make
will,
this
not,
learning
we will not be
experience.
doing any of that.
It's actually all of that, but we're calling it
internship.
hands-on hearts and experience.
And now I'm going to get a call from the district. Less than 5 minutes.
That's the first thing that they said. You are not
Right.
making slaves of our students,
Yeah.
and that's of course. And so the idea is that we'll give them hands-on, real-life, real-time experience, and we're going to do a student-produced episode for starting with season 2 of Withered World.
Is that a popular thing to do in school districts, be it Kansas City or other school districts, to have this kind of a neat filmmaking partnership? Because I've never heard of that before.
Well, I
Definitely wasn't around when I was in high school.
Well, one thing that I was thinking about is when I was in high school, there was the Young Playwrights Roundtable through the Coterie Theater that, kind of helped shaped my interest and my writing, and it helped to help me meet people, help me come out of my shell, those sorts of things. And they actually produced our plays at the Coterie Theater. So now I can say, I've had my play produced at, a professional theater,
Snotty McSnotterton.
Well, but it gave you some real-world experience.
Absolutely.
With what that's actually about. And it sounds like what Bryce is doing is giving these students an opportunity to learn what it's really like to produce an independent film.
And we're taking them from concept to completion. Absolutely.
Were they involved in your Kickstarter campaign? Because I would think that would be
No.
the hardest thing to do when making a film, is raising the funds.
Yeah, no, they weren't. This was all
This is new with the school district. It was an idea to develop Young at Heart LLC and give his business, not just the web series, but the business, a community outreach component.
Well, and it's really when she came up with the concept, it was really important to me because I knew what I wanted to do in high school, and I knew I wanted to make films. So we're really trying to find those kids that know what they want to do in the film world, and so we're just sort of offering up, what is most likely their first experience.
Have you ever had any kids that are just like, God, this is not what I thought it was going to be?
Oh yeah. Well, no, I mean,
because even if you discourage someone from filmmaking, I would think that would be, a feather in your cap. Be like, hey, they know exactly what this is about. You can stop pursuing this because sometimes it's not exactly what you think it is.
Yeah, just working in the freelance world, you see people like that all the time.
Yeah.
Where
You're just like, you need to get out
Yeah,
of
if
here.
I've been in high school, he's like,
yeah.
man, there's just not enough sandwiches on this craft service table.
I was going to say, that was my big pet peeve.
I cannot be here.
Craft services.
Food.
All right, so the Facebook account is Withered World. So Facebook.com/Withered World is where you can pull them up. You can probably find links to Young at Heart LLC and all that good stuff. And then, Linda, where can you pull up any of your information at? Are you on Facebook? Are you accepting strangers' friend requests or anything like
Do
that?
I do that?
Yeah, do you do that? Do you have your own thing going on, your own website?
I don't have
Your
my
fan
own
club?
website. I have a column on examiner.com. You can subscribe. You can send me a friend request as long as,
You're not going to accept my friend request.
I will accept your
You're
friend
not
request.
okay. You'll accept mine, but not any of the creepos listening to this show right now. Well, and speaking of creepos, Tim English is who you're partnering with when it comes to the
Doing the movie reviews on
the movie
KC
reviews,
Live.
right?
Well, Tim English also writes for examiner.com, and he is the other film critic on Kansas City Live, and so he and we have a really great rapport, so we decided to begin a podcast with each other, kind of debating films, because I think he's more of a film critic. He's very professional. He knows his stuff, historical information about films, and I think I'm more of a film enthusiast, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, the never-ending story, and film should have been like this, and so we have these really great conversations and really great debates, and so we want to bring that to
bringing it to the current pop culture of movies. Though, is there something that you guys are totally polar opposites on right now, like in theaters right now?
Oh, something in theaters right now.
Or recently, to where he goes one direction and you're like, I really thought it was great. I don't know what you're talking about. Or is there anything are you guys basically on the same page?
We tend to be on the same page in general, but there are specific details that, like Out of the Furnace, we pretty much agreed on Out of the Furnace. But I cried and I kind of loved it. He liked it more than most people did, but I think he was kind of like, really, Lonita?
If you could recommend a movie right now Out of the furnace?
Out of the furnace?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll say out of the
Oh,
furnace.
come on. We're going to have to wait and see her on KC Live.
That's right.
All right, Bryce, thank you very much for joining
Thank
us on
you.
the show as well. If you had a movie to recommend as well, it'd be the Withered World web series.
That's right. That's what it would be.
Guys, thank you both for joining us tonight on the Big Dumb Fun Show. I absolutely appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.